Hello, everybody, and welcome to the 16th season of the Best Ever You Show. We're 3 shows in now, and I'm so glad that you are here with us all. Today, the show is going to be hosted by me, Elizabeth Hamilton-Guarino, and Dr. Katie Eastman. Katie, how are you?
I am so excited to be here today to talk about one of my absolute favorite topics,
Ha,
empowering women.
I love it. Yeah, mine too. So today, we want to begin with something that's been on our hearts, our minds, just about every fiber of our being, the incredible power of women owning their stories, stepping into their strength, and really, Katie, rewriting those rules of success, right? Redefining success for ourselves. So if you look around right now, we're living through a moment, many moments actually, where women are reclaiming their voices, reshaping what leadership, creativity, courage, just all of it looks like. One of the clearest cultural examples of this is our lovely Taylor Swift. She has shown the world what happens when a woman takes control of her narrative, reclaiming her art, her business, her identity, everything, her value, and doing so unapologetically. She has taught millions, maybe, and made billions, that we get to evolve, reimagine, and rise, even in the face of criticism.
Yes, and it's so exciting because it's not just about music. It's about empowering with courage. The courage to say, I define my own life. That's what every woman listening today needs to think about. One of my favorite sayings about my own is don't even think about telling me I can't. I'm going to figure out how I can.
Hmm.
One of the things we love about what Taylor Swift and other artists are representing in the women's voice right now is they're telling us to be fully ourselves, to be emboldened. Today's conversation of the author that we are going to be talking to about coming back to life really is such a powerful example of this. It's not just a memoir, it's a declaration. It's about identity, resilience, power. It's about building a life on your own terms. Even when the world tries to tell you you need to write a different story, write your own story. Because at the heart is that your past does not define you. Your critics, they can't control you. And your dreams, they're yours for you to claim at any age, in any season, and in any way you choose.
I love that, Katie. I love that. I'm going to find a way how. There you go. How can I do that? So today we're going to celebrate. We're going to take up space. We're going to have the courage to rewrite your story, like Katie's saying, and we're going to have that unshakable, get it, Taylor Swift, right? Shake it off. Belief that your life, your work, and your voice matter. So wherever you are listening from, we invite you to pause and ask yourself, where might I be shrinking? Where can I stand taller, speak with more courage, and claim my own narrative more fully? This is about empowering women, one of our favorite topics, finding your voice. Because when one of us steps forward, and Katie, chime in here with me, chime, and we make it safer and easier for everybody else to do the same. That ripple effect that we talk about of strength, creativity, and self definition, it's unstoppable. Didn't you say, Katie, we like all have our own anthem,
Oh,
generational?
yeah. Oh, yeah. I'm 65. Our anthem was I Am Woman, which I've been singing all morning long in anticipation of this because it says we're invincible. You know, we can do what we choose to make our minds to do. And I am so excited about this conversation because I'm sure there are women out there who are needing to hear that they have a voice, that they can lift themselves up, that they need to take one step forward.
Yeah, become unstoppable. We were teetering earlier about using the term compassionate badass, which is kind of what I know Katie calls herself that a lot, and I'm learning too more and more. What's a compassionate badass, Katie?
You know, I was asked one time, what am I the most passionate about? And I'm most passionate about compassion. And I'm a compassionate badass because it's like, don't even tell me that I can't use that language. Don't even tell me that I can't stand up in a corporation and say compassion is important. Don't even tell me what I can't do. I don't listen to that anymore. At 65, man, my spiritual muscles are a hell of a lot stronger than they used to be, and nobody tells me what I can't do.
Love it. So we can't wait to share this conversation with you. We have Rebeccah Silence coming on. That's Rebecca with an H. It's Rebeccah silence.com. Go to her website while she's talking if you want to. She's got a cool retreat she's going to tell us about. But this is powerful. This is real, and we know for sure that this will inspire you to rise fully into who you are meant to be. This is all about authenticity, being unstoppable, empowerment, finding your voice, whatever you want to call it. It's just amazing. So our guest is Rebeccah Silence. She's going to be joining us here in a minute. And in the meantime, before Rebeccah gets here, Katie, I wanted to ask you about your Broadway show, and then we'll break for a commercial. So tell us all about this Broadway show that you went to.
So I went to this show called SUFS, and SUFS is what it represents the suffragette movement. But one of the messages is that they don't want to be called suffragettes because that was a pejorative. They're suffragists. And the message at the end of the show is what today's show is all about. They said, keep on marching, that every generation has its issues that need to be resolved for women to feel empowered. And, for them, it was the vote. Well, we have something else in our generation, and we always have our anthems. But the important thing is we keep on marching. We keep on marching together. We keep on marching regardless. We keep on marching for our own dreams, for the dreams of others, and we keep doing it together, which is one of
Yeah.
the things this retreat that Rebeccah is trying to pull together is all about. It's come together, and as women, keep on marching. March for what you believe in and what you have passion for.
Yeah. And, as far as the Taylor Swift phenomenon goes here, the life of a showgirl, I am just absolutely loving seeing this all unfold. Like today, if you Google Taylor Swift, there's a heart in flames that appears in the lower right hand corner of Google. You click, 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 click on that, and you get to solve puzzles to figure out 12 cities with 12 orange doors and all this stuff. So she has released this. New album in just pure geniusness, several variations of the CDs, the albums. On YouTube, there's music video teasers. And today at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern, The Life of Ophelia gets released. And what I'm loving about this, Katie, is not just all the music and everything, but her messaging, her lyrics, her heart's right there. You can just feel everything. Everything she's gone through shows in everything she does in her music and the interviews. But also, what I'm seeing as she released this Life of a Showgirl out into the movie theaters is families, generations,
Mhm.
or moms, dads,
Yeah,
kids together, and they're rocking the movie theater like it's a concert. they're they're jumping
exactly.
around and trading bracelets and everything, and it's just so lovely how she's bringing all of us, men, women, generations of people together for a common topic and bond. And that is just love, love, love instead of fight, 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 and hate, 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 and all these things.
Right. She's raising the vibration, the energy in the world so
Yeah,
much to a loving energy. And that is the most powerful way to make
yeah,
any social change. And when I was in at the end of SUFs, when they sing Keep on Marching, there was, 500,000 or 500 people in this room. And oh my God, every single person stood up immediately and just clapped and roared. And it was
yeah.
so energizing. And that's what we all need. We need to be energized right now. We all need to be lifted up and we need to raise our voices, which is what our author is about to talk about.
Yeah. And if you don't feel like, you're in that space right now, it's a great moment to implement what we call is like a pause for peace. And I want to before we break for commercial, I just want to let you guys all know that Dr. Katie and I'm going to give her full name actually, Dr. Katie Eastman and I, Elizabeth Hamilton-Guarino, have written a new book. We spent this year writing a book. It is coming out April 21st, 2026. It is called The Peace Guidebook, and it is available for pre-order. And Katie, what fun that was to write that book with you. It like wrote itself, didn't it?
It did. It did. We would each take turns. We'd have ideas that would come to us in our dreams. We'd share it with the other one the next morning and say, of course, yes, that's it. Yep. Let's go with
Let's
it.
go with
And
it.
the whole book just gives practical tools about how we can lift each other up, we can support one another, we can promote peace in our own lives, inner peace, outer peace, global peace. I just loved being a part of it. And yes, it wrote itself. We were just so synchronistically connected in this.
Yeah. Yeah, and I love the fact that so it stays true to the guidebook series. And Katie has Uplifting, her amazing book. Together we wrote Percolate. We've got other books, the Change Guidebook, the Success Guidebook, and if you're following now, the Peace Guidebook. And what I love also about the book is that there are other people who join us in the book, including our guests that we're about to have. So Rebeccah's story is in our book. So that ties all together, but also a couple of the Savannah Bananas are in the book. We've got Christopher Radko, so many people, right, Katie? Actor Michael McGlone. It's just like a powerful group of people who kind of just magically showed up, didn't they? It was like yeses
Yes,
all over the place. It was so cool.
and some people that
Excuse me.
are teachers and ministers, and they're all peacemakers in their own daily lives. They're not all famous. Some are, some aren't, and it's just a diverse walk of life. And we're so proud of the fact that our foreword is written by Desmond Tutu's daughter. And Mofo did not even hesitate.
Yeah.
Reverend Mofo said, "Yes, I'd love to be a part of this." So it's got a global part of the experience, and we just think it's meant to be.
Yeah. All right. So, everybody, we will be right back after this message with our guest, Rebeccah Silence. She is the author of Coming Back to Life, and she will talk to us about her book, her life, and all about her new retreat.
In a world searching for peace, two voices rise with a guide for hope, healing, and harmony. Elizabeth Hamilton-Guarino and Dr. Katie Eastman bring decades of wisdom and resilience, leadership, and compassionate change. Together, they've created the Peace Guidebook, not just another book, a call to action, a roadmap to peace in your relationships, your workplace, your community, and within yourself. Peace is not passive. Peace is powerful. Peace is active. The Peace Guidebook, A Practical Path to Peace in Everyday Life by Elizabeth Hamilton-Guarino and Dr. Katie Eastman. Available now wherever books are sold. The time for peace is now. Visit percolatepeace.com for more information.
Thank you for being with us here on the Best Ever You Show. I'm your host, Elizabeth Hamilton-Guarino, here with Dr. Katie Eastman and our guest, Rebeccah Silence. Rebeccah, how are you today?
Well, let's change some lives, make some magic, and own our voices. I'm so grateful to be here with both of you.
It is so nice to have you, Rebecca. And we want to start by asking you, because a lot of people don't understand what the word voice means. And what
Mhm.
is an empowered voice? What does a woman's empowered voice mean to you? What are you trying to say?
I love this question. So, I wrote Coming Back to Life because I wanted there to be a book out there about what's right with us that gives us access to the truth of who we are. And when I'm talking about owning your voice and breaking the silence, I'm talking about being able to access your truth so you can express it from a place of power. And, power is relaxed. It isn't about force. So when we speak in our relaxed power and own it, we are living and we are able to be related to. So often we avoid telling our truth because we don't want to upset anyone or anything. And I want us owning our voice so that people can meet the real us and experience the real us.
That's so great, Rebecca, that you're helping people find their voice. What inner transformation do you hope that women experience through your work?
I created what I call the practice of emotional healing because we all have a survival self and a healed self. And that survival self is who we learned it's okay to be. And when it comes to our voice, we learned what's acceptable and what's not. And so often, as women, to make sure everybody else is happy and comfortable, even at our own expense. Then we have this healed self, which most women never meet. That healed self is your highest, wisest you. It's the truth of who we are. And in my work, I want people to know the difference between their survival self and to have experienced designing their healed self. So that healed version of you can be in charge of the mission called your life unapologetically, fully expressed, and fully authentic.
So, Rebecca, we have a saying that we follow all the time. It's like we are a no fluff zone. And
Yeah.
one of the things we love about you and your work and your book is that it's practical. Can you name some of the practical tools that you teach women?
Yes. So, with the practice of emotional healing, I teach that we have five emotions. That's it. Everything else is related to how we're feeling about the external world, right? We weren't born knowing guilt or shame or rejection or embarrassment or jealousy. For example, we learned how to experience those things and be those things. Underneath it all, there are just five emotions: anger, fear, grief, joy, and excitement. And when we can get to the real human emotion that isn't right or wrong or good or bad, just our beautiful humanity, and feel it and release it powerfully and fully, what's underneath is the truth, our deepest truth, our deepest desire. And I want us fulfilled and free and emotionally clear so we can experience our highest self and hear our own voice and divine guidance as well.
So, Rebecca, I love that, and I love the fact that you're teaching women and helping women reach their highest potential. Who are the women that you want most to reach, and what challenges do you think that they're facing?
Oh my gosh. So here's the thing: the women that care so much every day about giving their best and being their best for humanity, those are my people, right? Just like the two of you. And it's such an honor to have contributed to the Peace Guidebook, and to be a woman using our voice to make a healed difference. The women that want that, I say the world needs you healed so you can make your difference. And my definition of healing is freedom. I want us free. I don't want us believing falsely that anything needs to change for us to be okay or for us to be able to be fully honest. So, my clients are government officials. They are entrepreneurs with multiple businesses. They are authors. They are moms. They are wives. They are philanthropists. They are pillars of their community. But the biggest thing is they care about their impact on each other. And I always say, be careful with each other's hearts. And the women that care about being careful with people's hearts, those are my people, just like the two of you.
So, Rebecca, we are visionaries. And when we wrote our book, we envisioned at least 1 million people practicing peace on a daily basis.
Mhm.
What's your vision of the collective change if women do what you're asking them to do? What's your vision?
We're breaking generational trauma cycles, quite frankly, right? We inherited carrying the weight of the world on our shoulders. We inherited pressure and overwhelm that isn't even ours. And I love Taylor Swift's movement. And I watched the video. I was in the theater with my 10-year-old and her best friend just the night it came out. The message that there really is nothing to lose when we're authentic and, not walking on eggshells or editing ourselves in an effort to keep the peace at our own expense. I want us peaceful because we said the hard truth. We stood for what's right and correct. We were our best for each other. And when we're emotionally healed, we're actually the age that we are, which makes it a lot easier to tell our truth without a fear of fallout. So we're breaking cycles and modeling and being an example of full self expression in a way I think the world needs now more than ever before.
So, Rebecca, you've got this amazing retreat coming up. Tell us all about it.
The Own Your Voice retreat. It's my birthday week. I'll be turning 45. I've done dozens of retreats over the years, hundreds upon hundreds of graduates, and I teach my practice of emotional healing, which is 7 steps, 7 breakthroughs, and 7 transformation over 3 days with me. So the women that care so much and give their all and serve every single day get to come to me for 3 days just outside of Denver, Colorado, and they get to be held. And if you've ever wondered, if your truth could make things worse. And if you've ever wondered, is there more you could be doing to make a more healed difference? If you've answered yes to either one of those questions, I want you with me. And you get to exhale, you get to put it all down, and you get to be held. You're the glue. You're the one that keeps it together and gives so much every single day. And then if you are held and fulfilled and fully expressed, you get to enjoy the experience of service. I think so many women in leadership are stressed out by having so much to do and having so much that they want to be able to give. And I want you fulfilled and free and powerfully relaxed so that your voice can serve you as much as it serves every life you touch.
When is your retreat and where is it again?
It is November 14th, 15th, and 16th this fall. Fall in Colorado is gorgeous, just outside of Denver, Colorado. So you fly into Denver, take a shuttle into the mountains. All accommodations are included. The views are spectacular. The experience of personalized breakthrough support with me. I was named the world's leading love coach and the top emotional health and relationship coach in the world by Business Insider in 2022. You get the best of me personally and guaranteed life-changing breakthrough and the practice of emotional healing, along with a sisterhood of women like me, Dr. Katie, and Elizabeth that will support you in your work and reflect back to you the best of you.
I think what we're saying in general today is take the first step. What do you need to do to be a better you? That's what Best Ever You is all about. What is stirring inside of you that is wanting to be stronger, wiser, out there, freer? That's what your voice is. And take the first step, whether it be pick up the book, go to the retreat, whatever it is, take a step.
Love it. Rebeccah Silence, thank you for being with us here today on the Best Ever You show. Everybody go to Rebeccah Silence. That's Rebeccah with an H. And you can find out all about her work, her books, her retreat, and more at RebeccahSilence.com. Katie and Rebeccah, any last words?
You
Rebeccah
know,
first?
yeah, I just want to say it is so important to remember who we really are and to get introduced to the truth of who we are. And if you've been wanting to take yourself back, if you've been wanting to take your life back, it starts with owning your deepest truth. Coming back to life is a roadmap to help you meet yourself and design that healed you. And my Own Your Voice retreat is 3 days to quantum leap into the best version of yourself you've ever been. And the world needs that you. And I'm so honored to have shared this time and space with you. Thank you, Dr. Elizabeth and Dr. Katie, for having me.
Only one doctor there. There's Dr. Katie and there's Master Coach Elizabeth.
Dr.
But,
Katie and Master Coach Elizabeth,
I'll
thank
take
you
the
for having
honorary.
me.
I'll take the honorary doctorate at this point, having written
Yes,
4
ma'am.
books.
Yes.
That's funny. All right. Thank you, Rebeccah. Before we go, I just want to remind everybody about Best Ever You. We are more than a network, more than a brand. We are a global movement to help you live with gratitude, courage, purpose, and create that ripple of change, success, and peace that reaches far beyond you and really into the world. Katie, take that away because you talk about the world as a whole and compassion and so forth. Give us more about Best Ever You.
Be a compassionate badass. Get out there and don't let anybody tell you you can't. Figure out your first step of how you can. That's how the world changes. One vision at a time, one baby step at a time. If we all did that, the world would change.
I love it. So visit us at besteveryou.com. We're in social media at Dr. Katie Eastman and Elizabeth Hamilton-Guarino or Best Ever You. Within all of our Social media and our website, we have free tools, free workbooks, books, community, and inspiration to help you rise to your highest potential and help the world rise with you. So your best life starts here at besteveryou.com. And again, thank you to our guest, Rebeccah Silence. And Katie, thank you for your time here on this Sunday. And I think we're going to leave everybody with our little message of pausing for peace, right, Katie? It's a little message, but
Yes,
it's a little power. It's a little sentence, but it's a powerful one, isn't it?
it is. It just takes 30 seconds for your brain to reset. So if you want
Yeah.
to reset your thinking, you take 30 seconds and you pause and you allow yourself to think positively. How can I rise up?
All right, everybody. Thank you so much for listening to the 16th year of Best Ever You. It's crazy, isn't it? All right. Thanks for everybody. And remember, RebeccahSilence.com. That's Rebeccah with an H, and besteveryou.com. And just one more thing before we go, and that's pre-order the Peace Guidebook, because we are trying to help 1 million people percolate peace. And our website there is percolatepeace.com. And that book is available to pre-order wherever books are sold. Thank you all for joining us. Have a great day.